Okay, it's about that time. My name is Aya Dele. I'll be leading the Nightcap yoga this evening. For those of you who may not have heard, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to message me. You can also message Agbo. Igbo. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. In the chat, I also put my email address in there. If you have any questions about what we do tonight, for the most part, we will be on the floor just because I want to give y'all the opportunity to let some things go to relax and prepare for rest. So let's get started. Please find a comfortable seated position. Literally, whatever seated position that works for you right now works. And I invite you to close your eyes. At the extreme least, I would say soften your gaze. Like shift your gaze out on the floor, maybe 4 feet in front of you. And you can rest your hands on your legs, your thighs, or, even on your belly. And right now, like, don't try to do anything. Just sit here and observe the quality of your breath. When I say that, you might start to breathe in a particular way. Just observe your normal breathing. Relax your forehead, relax your temples, your brow, your throat, and definitely relax your belly. And so now I'm going to ask you to be intentional about your breath and bring your hands to your belly. And just let it relax completely, right? We're just going to take like 3 breaths here, big inhales, big exhales. When you inhale, your belly fills up. When you exhale, kind of lowers back in, falls back in. Right? You can keep your eyes closed for your entire practice tonight, actually. All right, take a big inhale through your nose. Relax your shoulders. Exhale through your nose. Let all the air just flow out as best, as easily as you can. And do it again. Nice inhale. Complete exhale. One more in. And out. Bring your hands alongside your hips or to your knees and just start to circle your spine. It doesn't have to be large or small, it doesn't have to be neat. Just whatever feels good to you. Get some movement at the base of your spine, a little bit in your hips. Rotate in one direction for now. You can let your head be loose and fall around as well. Keep your breath calm, smooth, right? And normal for you. And the next time you come back to center, pause for a second and then switch your direction. Same thing, just easy circles with your spine. Try to keep your bottom flat on the floor. Your hips may lift, that's okay. Let your head be loose, your arms, your shoulders loose. Bring in some movement to the body. Rotate your spine. Try like 3 more of those. And when you come back to center, on your third one, come back to center, sit up tall. We're going to do some side bends, side body stretches to open up the blissful chakras, the blissful energy centers for a moment. Let's go to the left first. I'm going to do my best to mirror you here. So bring your left hand to the floor, maybe about a foot away from you. Stretch your right arm up. And you can start with your head down, like look down to your left fingers, your left shoulder, and then fold over to your left. Press your right hip down. Keep your bottom flat. You can bring the left arm out to the side more if that gives you something, if that gives you room and space and it feels nice. And again, you can move your head around, let it be heavy, free, loose. You can look up or down, whatever you need to do with it. And just find a place where you can hang out here for a little bit. We'll hold it for, let's say, another 30 seconds. And again, you can keep your eyes closed, your gaze soft for your entire practice tonight. Turn your chin, look to your left shoulder, and use your left hand, push yourself back up to center. Stretch both of your arms overhead, interlace your fingers, and then turn your palms up, stretch up, long spine. You can look up to your fingers, or even look down to the floor, whatever feels best for your neck, for your shoulders at this moment in time. And with your next exhale, let your hands, your arms, fingers go. And we'll stretch to the other side. So right hand about a foot or so away from you. Stretch your left arm up, get long on the left side of your body. And then you can turn your chin, look to your right shoulder if that feels best, and just stretch over to your right. Press your left hip down, right? So your bottom, your hips, your sit bones are still flat on the floor underneath you. Do whatever you want with your head, your neck. Do what feels good. So you can continue to look down to your right. You can let your head fall back some. You can even look up to, the ceiling if that feels best. And just breathe. Nice inhale, complete exhale. And to release this posture, look down to your right for your head, your neck. And then use your right arm, push yourself back up to center. Stretch both arms overhead. Interlace your fingers again. Turn your palms up to the ceiling and stretch your body long. Again, look up, look down, look right and left if you need to, whatever feels best for your neck, your shoulders at this moment in time. And with your next exhale, stretch your arms down. Okay. So let's come to all fours. And whichever way works best for you, you find it. Work to stack your knees right underneath your hips and your wrists under your shoulders. Your fingers can be wide, your hands can be a little wider than your shoulders if that feels best. And we're just gonna do like pelvic tilts. So not like a whole movement of the back, the spine. Just tilt your pelvis, your tailbone. Bringing some additional movement into the body, into the spine. Tone your belly a little teeny bit, just to give you some stability as you move here. Head can hang, can look away from you, chin away from your chest, whatever feels best. Let's do 5 more in each direction. That was 1 for me. 3, 4, 5. All right. So let's do lizard. I'm gonna turn this way. So we're gonna step the left foot forward first, right? So step your left foot forward and you can stack your left knee on top of your left ankle, kind of wiggle your right leg back. And really you stop wherever you stop, right? It's a hip opener. You can flatten your back foot. Just be mindful that your knee doesn't fall out to the side, right? You wanna keep your knee in alignment with your hip, all right? And sometimes bringing the hands to the inside of your foot makes it more manageable, gives you what you need. If you need a deeper stretch, you can come down to your forearms, your elbows, right? Just be mindful that you don't let the leg hang all the way out to the side. Try to keep your knee in with your hip, in alignment with your hip. If you need to go wider, that's okay. Just maintain the alignment with your hip. You have another 1.5 minutes here. Make sure you breathe, all right? Complete your exhale breaths, especially because it may feel some kind of way. I don't know what you're doing. I can't see your faces, but do relax your face. Your head can hang, like you can relax your head, your neck all the way, whatever feels best. And I would say, you know, relax your jaws. Make sure you're not clenching at your jaws. You don't need them to create the shape or the posture. You have a little bit more time. On your left side. So we're here in the lizard, opening up the hip a little bit. 30 more seconds. And of course, you know, anything we do tonight, if you need to come out of it, it doesn't feel good in your body, don't do it. Pain, you stop, you pause, let me know. I can give you a variation, right? If it's just uncomfortable, I would encourage you to stay there and breathe through it. Now to switch, curl your right toes underneath you. You can kind of scoot your leg, your knee up. Step your left foot back so you're on all fours again, right? So now to do your right side, step your right foot forward. Stack your knee on top of your ankle. And you can wiggle your left leg back. You can use this as like your rudder. Stop wherever you need to. You can shift the hip forward more to get deeper into it. I encourage you to bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. You can even come down to your forearms, elbows if that feels best for you. You have a minute and a half here. Make sure you're breathing, all right? Eyes closed, perfect. Eyes open, soft gaze, whatever works for you. Let your head go if that feels best at this moment in time. Remember, aside from pain, whatever you feel in any yoga practice is normal, right? At first it's diagnostic, then it's therapeutic. So if something comes up, you just breathe through it. Let's let this one go. Crawl your left knee foot forward a little bit. Step your right foot back. And you can do a little pelvic tilt here if you need to, want to, just to loosen yourself up. When you're ready, curl your toes underneath you and stick your hips up and out for a down dog. Your legs don't have to be straight. In fact, I encourage you to bend your knees and pedal your heels. You can move your hips from side to side. Again, just creating additional movement in your body. Moving the hips helps to loosen and release things that we may hold on or attach to. So swing your hips around. Nice inhales and complete exhales. With your head, let your neck relax, your neck be long. So, not like chin away from the chest, creating wrinkles, or tucking your chin, creating compression. Just let the head be loose, long and free. And do 2 more big inhales. Nice, complete exhales here. I'm gonna do another hip opener. Let's start on the left side first. So we're gonna do pigeon. You have options. You can touch your knees down and then slide your left leg forward outside your left wrist. Or if you want a little more movement, kick your left leg back up and then kind of step your knee forward outside your left wrist. It doesn't need to be extreme, y'all. What that means is your shin, it's not necessary for your front shin to be parallel to the front of your mat. Your heel can be under your hip, or your left heel can be right in front of your right thigh. Main thing, you don't want to feel any kind of pressure or tension in your left knee. So if that's happening, maybe come off of your, put your video on so I can check your knee out, see what's happening. Let's see here. Kelsey, for which one? I'm sorry, darling. I'm just seeing your message. You want a variation for which? Oh, got it. Okay. Oh, lay on your back, Kelsey. Lay on your back and take a figure 4. So cross your left ankle over your right knee, and you can hang out right here, right? You can interlace your fingers on the back of your right thigh. You can also stretch your leg up. Let me know if that works. If not, I can give you something else. Big inhale, complete exhale. Okay, perfect, good. And then Kelsey, take your time because I think you just got into your shape. Everybody else, let's do like 30 more seconds here. Make sure your hips are square and then like relax into it. Don't try to hold or tense or make it perfect. Just release. More like a yin kind of approach to it. So with your left leg knee forward, to come out of it, curl your right toes under, pick your right knee up, and then step your left foot back, or whatever movement, whatever transition works best for you. You can pedal your heels again, and then let's do the other side. So you can touch your knees down, and then kind of slide your right knee forward outside of right wrist, left leg back, or kick your right leg back and up. And then Kelsey, just switch and do your other side. Make sure you flex your top leg foot. If you're in pigeon, look back at it. Make sure your leg is like a little bit more narrow than your hips. Hips square, and you can come down if you wanna. You can let your head hang, whatever works best. So make sure you're not gripping or clutching in your muscles. Release it. Big exhales always. Smooth your breath out. Longer holds to relax your body. Your muscles, your connective tissue too. Do one more big breath. All right. To come out of it, come back up if you went down. Curl your left toes under, left knee up, step your right foot back, pedal it out if you want to. And we're gonna do a standing kind of like ragdoll situation. Look at your feet. And I would separate your feet about hip width, shoulder width distance. Bend your knees and walk your hands back to your feet. And when you get your hands and your feet back together, just hang. Ooh. Hands can be in front of your feet or alongside your feet. Just hang. Shake your head out if you need to. Humongous exhale, rest. You can tone your belly a little to support your back, your spine, but everything else, let it be loose. Bend your knees more if it gets too tense, and your hamstrings. You can sway right and left, left and right. Just stay here for another minute. Reverse the flow of blood and oxygen. Bringing that to your face, your brain. Helps with your mood. Your thoughting even. Your thinking. It's a proper word. Do like 3 more big inhales, huge exhales. When you're ready, bring your hands to the floor and then bend your knees so you can come back down and swing your legs out in front of you. So we do the same thing, but in a seated position, right? So if it's a lot for your hamstrings or your back, your spine, bend your legs up. You can flex your feet or relax them. I encourage you to just let things fall loose. All right, lift your chest just for a moment to get some room, some space. And now just fold forward like a rag doll again, except you're seated. If you have blankets or pillows, you can put them under your knees to give you a little support. And again, just let it go, whatever it is. You don't have to try to do anything here. Let your head fall off. Nice big inhale and complete exhales. Release some tension between your shoulder blades, muscles of your back, connectors along the spine. A few more large inhales, complete exhale breath. Three more. Inhale. Nice exhale. Inhale again. Last one. Put your hands on the backs of your knees, just for a little support, and then roll yourself back up. You can bend your knees here. And put your hands like behind your hips, scoot up a little bit, lay flat on your back. We're gonna do bridge. So again, if you have pillows or blankets or whatever, you can make it a completely supported bridge. Just put them under your hips and you're done. Otherwise, bring your hands alongside your hips, palms facing down, and then just pick your hips up. Back of your head into your mat, your towel, so chin away from your chest. And you may get a little burn here, right? But still just kind of putting things back together in this shape, this posture. Maybe a little bit more active than the previous things we've done. But it's a nice posture to get you ready for like nighttime, for sleep. You can squeeze your glutes a little and lift your hips up. See if you can lift your chest up more, kind of pump your chest towards your chin away from your chest. We won't hold it that long. We won't hold it that much longer. Let's say that. All right. Lower your hips down. So Kelsey, you've done this already. We'll do it a little bit different, y'all. Let's do figure 4. So feet flat on the floor. Cross your left ankle over your right knee corner. Flex your left foot. And then touch your hip points, touch your hip bumps. Make sure you're level here, all right? And you can stay here. If you want to do a little bit more, it's like a hip plus stretch. You can pick your legs up. You can also get a grip. I'll face you a little bit. Bring your left hand through the hole. Meet your right hand on top of your right shin or the back of your right thigh. And you don't have to pull your legs or your knees in or whatever. Just hold it. Flex your left foot definitely to support your knee. And this is going to be a long hold intentionally, all right? Close your eyes and just lay there. Let the posture do its thing. Work on you, to you, for you, with you. If you need to come out of it, you can come out of it, but then get back in. Soften your brow again. And your temples. Your throat. Try tip of tongue softly at the roof of your mouth and humongous breaths. Remember, anything aside from pain, completely normal in your practice, any yoga practice. You just observe it. You don't have to do anything about it. You just see what's happening there. Hmm. Smooth your breaths out. See if you can lengthen your exhale. If you need a point of focus, with your eyes closed or open, you can focus on that space between your two brows, your third eye, your forehead area. Whatever thoughts that come, you don't have to give them, you don't have to make them significant, you don't have to do anything about them. Just emphasize smoothing out your breath, lengthening your exhales. I know it's long, but it's on purpose. It's intentional. All right. Slowly lower your right leg down. Put your left foot back on the floor. To get a little, release, a shift, you can just pick your hips up right quick. Bring your hips back down and do your other side. Cross your right ankle over your left knee corner. Flex your right foot, touch your hip. We'll call these hip bumps. Touch them, make sure your hips, your pelvis is level. You can stay here or pick your legs up and get a grip. Right hand goes through the hole, meets the left hand on the back of the left thigh or top of your left shin. And you just hang out. Smooth inhales and smooth, complete exhales. See if you can lengthen your exhales. As you do so, allow your belly to rise and fall and enjoy it. Whatever you're feeling, whatever's coming up for you. The thoughts pass and flow. Enjoy the feeling, the sensations. So at least 3 more huge inhales, large, complete exhale. As slowly as you need to, release your grip. Bring your left foot back down to the floor, your mat. Right foot to meet it. Hands alongside your hips. Lift your hips to give yourself a release coming from that. You can even squeeze your glutes, your bottom a little bit. And then lower your hips back down. Let's do a happy baby. Bend your legs up. Catch your feet. You can grab from the inside or the outside. Knees bent, feet flexed. And roll around a little bit on your spine. Maybe you do a, figure 8. Or just rock right and left a little bit. See if you can lengthen your tailbone. Press the small of your back down. And when you've had your feel of the movement, just hold it still, lay still. With a long spine, and I would say press the back of your head into your mat a little bit so chin's away from your chest. And then see how much you can relax in this shape. Again, keep your breath smooth, long with those exhales, large exhales. Let's do 1 more minute. If you need to come out of it, you can. But then I encourage you to get back into it. Do 3 more nice, smooth inhales. Huge, complete exhale breaths. All right. So instead of, bringing your legs down, straighten your legs out as best as you can. Think about like a straddle, a wide leg straddle. And you can, hook your toes. You can grab your ankles, your calves even, right? And again, just work to lengthen your spine, press your tailbone down. And your legs, they can fall wherever they fall, right? You can flex your feet a little or, toes, do whatever you need to want to with them. But just really lengthen your spine, press your tailbone down. Tone your belly too small of your back down into the floor. Lengthen the back of your neck. And now firm up your leg muscles, your thighs, right? Let your grip go, keep your legs there. And use your inner leg thigh strength to bring your legs back together. Don't rush it. And when you get your legs back together, bend your knees. Hug your legs into your chest. And you can grab, your wrist, you can grab your forearms, your elbows. Continue to lengthen your spine here. I have to scoot back on my mat to do this. So continue to hold your left leg in, straighten your right leg out. And pull your left knee into like your armpit shoulder a bit. Relax your left leg, relax your left foot, and use your upper body strength to just pull the leg in here. Back of your neck long. All right, let your left leg go. Pick your right leg back up. Do your opposite side. Same thing, opposite side. Relax your right leg. Relax your right foot. So you can just like pull it into you. You can flex your left foot. You don't have to, right? It will give you some additional movement at your hips. Also give you a massage for your gut. On this side, it would be your ascending colon. But either way, it just helps to stimulate your immune system. Pull your right leg knee in a bit. And let your right leg go. And bend your knees again. Hug your legs into your chest. This time, roll around. Do the figure 8 again, or you can rock, head to tail. Massage your whole spine. So our last, let's say second to last posture, is legs up the wall. You can do it without a wall. If you have a wall, I would encourage you to scoot up close to the wall so you're not playing the scoot game the whole time. Scoot up close to the wall, so like your bottom, your hip is touching, and then you just kind of flip your legs up, all right? And you just relax here. If you don't have a wall, same thing, your legs will just be in the air, all right? So just shifting the flow of oxygen circulation. Close your eyes. I encourage you to close your eyes and relax and just hang out here for a bit. If your legs are not on a wall, if you need to like bend your knees and lower your legs, come out for a moment, perfect. But then get back into the shape, the posture as you can when you can. And yes, we'll hold this one for a couple of minutes. You can put your hands on your belly, or one hand on your belly, one on your heart. Notice what's happening with your breath, your breathing. And you smooth it out. You could stay in this, this shape, this position, 10, 15 minutes even. If you sit all day, or if you're a runner, really any reason, it's a great thing to do for the body, for the legs, for the upper body even, for the hips, We won't stay for 10 or 15 minutes. But it is an option that you can incorporate into your home practices, whatever they may be. Let's do a few more, let's say 2 more minutes here. Big inhale, smooth out your exhales, of course. You need to bend your knees and get back into it. Please do that. Be kind to yourself. And do 3 more huge inhales, huge complete exhales. We're in legs up the walls around if you wanted to join us. So if you just have your legs in the air, no legs on the wall, you can bend your knees into you and roll to your right. If you're on the wall, it may take a little bit more maneuvering, but same thing. Bend your knees, roll over to your right, use your left hand, push yourself up, and find a comfortable seated position once again. So we'll do box breathing to close, and then you'll lay in Savasana. I really encourage you to take a 10-minute Savasana. You can grab your pillows, whatever you need to make it real comfy for you. It'll help you to, just get ready for your night, whatever that holds. It can help you get ready for sleep as well. So box breathing, it'll be a 4-count breath. Inhale for 4, you hold for 4. Exhale for 4, you hold for 4, right? And we'll do 4 rounds of it. I'll count it out for you. I encourage you to close your eyes. If you need a focal point, you can still focus with your eyes closed. You can look at that space between your forehead, your brow, your third eye area. You can also shift your gaze to the tip of your nose. And lick your lips and swallow, because why not? Bring your hands to your legs. Relax your hands, your arms. Turn your palms down. And inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale 4. And hold. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4. Hold. Last one, in for 4. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4. Hold. And let it go. This is our final posture, the bestest one. Get some, blankets, pillows, whatever you need. You can put something under your neck, small of your back, under your legs, your knees. All you have to do is lay down. You can separate your hands, your arms, bring your arms away from your body. Turn your palms up to the ceiling. Alternatively, you can bring a hand to your heart and one to your belly. With your legs, if you keep your legs straight, I encourage you to open them at least as wide as your mat. You can always bend your knees. You can bring the soles of your feet together. This is your posture. Make it comfortable. Make it good to and for you. Close your eyes and just melt into the floor, the mat underneath you. And just observe your body. Observe where you may have any tension, not necessarily from this practice, but just from the day, from your life. You can start at the soles of your feet and see what's happening there. And relax the soles of your feet. Relax your toes, the tops of your feet as well. Let your ankles, get loose and melt. Your shins, your calves, the backs of your knees, and the tops of your knees as well. Relax your legs. Hamstrings, backs of your legs where we hold a lot of everything. And also the top side, your quads, which do a lot of work for us. Relax your glutes, your bottom, and your hips, and your pelvis too. If you need to, touch your center, touch your pelvis, and just let it release. It's supposed to suspend and hang in space. A lot of times we clutch it. Just let it go. Relax your bellies and your navel. Relax your ribs, your lower ribs, your middle ribs, your power center. Let your heart melt. Your chest, your collarbone, and your shoulders. Let your arms be heavy, and your fingers too. Relax your throat and your jaws. Let your tongue just hang in your mouth. Relax your nostrils and the tip of your nose. Your eyes in their sockets. Your eyebrows. Your temples. Relax your forehead. Ooh, relax your ears. We forgot those. And lastly, your crown. Scan yourself as many times as you need to. You have time, lay here. And enjoy this final position, your final posture, your final asana. I'll stay online with you for the next 5 minutes. I encourage you to take that time when you must move. When you must, right? So don't rush it. When you must move, move extremely slowly and extremely quietly, and that's for you. That's for you first. Then there's this collective benefit. But for now, I'll just be quiet and allow you to enjoy your Savasana. See if you can lengthen these last few breaths here. If you can stay in your Savasana, if you want to stay in your Savasana, longer, I encourage it. It's an excellent place to be. Quite possibly the most important yoga posture that we do, period. If you're ready to come out of it, roll to one side, whichever one you prefer, and then roll over a little bit more to that side. You can bring your knees into your chest and use your top hand to push yourself up to a comfortable seat for you. Keep your eyes closed. And for a moment, you can bring your hands together at the center of your heart and just acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge yourself, for practicing, for being. Thank y'all for being here this evening. Stay in Savasana, stay in Savasana if it's serving you. Hope you enjoy your night. Hope you enjoy everything. And I'll see you next time. Namaste. Have a great night.